This is all the manga I've collected since starting my collection in 2019. I don't have an exact count, but I think I have somewhere around 800 individual volumes of manga. My collection has changed a lot over the years, so today I'm going to take you on a tour of all the series that I've amassed. We're going to jump right into the tour, but first I need to ask you guys to do me a favor and head on over to twitch.tv/CaptainRAIAN and drop a follow. When this video goes live, I'll be streaming over there. Notification squad, I need y'all to pull up. If you somehow miss the stream, go over and follow the Twitch, that way you don't miss it next time. But you can also find the VODs and maybe some highlights over on my second YouTube channel, Captain Ryan Live. All right, let's get this show on the road. Starting off, we've got 20th Century Boys. This, I have volume 1. I got it when I started collecting manga, and I haven't read it yet because I want to get the rest of it first, but I haven't gotten the rest of it. So there it is, 20th Century Boys, volume 1. Then here we've got A Silent Voice, fantastic series, fantastic movie. And then right here we've got Ajin Demi-Human. I'll be honest, every time I've tried to read this, I just like kind of haven't been feeling it. So I've had a real tough time getting into this, but I hear fantastic things. So I'm just waiting till I'm like ready to read this. We've got Akira, volumes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and the art book. This is from the I think it was 25th anniversary box set. The box is not here because it won't fit on top of my shelf, but I do have the box set, and this is where these things came from. Fantastic series, by the way. I tried watching the movie, which is like critically acclaimed as like one of the greatest anime movies ever. I read the manga first, and I hated the movie. So I don't know. It's a good manga. Then moving on, we've got Alice in Borderland, volume 1. Good series. I don't see myself ever reading anymore. So, yep, there we go. And then we've got All You Need Is Kill. If you have seen Edge of Tomorrow, I believe it's called, with Tom Cruise, this is the same. It's literally the same thing. Then we've got our pet. Yeah, this one. I don't know what this is. This is like, wait, hold on. This actually looks sick. Wait, dude, this actually looks sick. Now's a good time to mention, I have just a ton of random and out of place volumes of manga. I have a friend who sent me just a box full of random volumes, and anything that looked cool or sparked my interest, I just threw up onto the shelves. So, W friend, if you see this, thank you very much. This is one of those ones that I got, like I have no idea what it is, but it looked pretty cool, so it's on my shelf. And then we've got Assassination Classroom, the entire series. I have the box set up here, and guess what? I just found out this series is banned in some American schools. No idea why, but great series. If you can get your hands on it, it's pretty good. And then we've got Attack on Titan. This is the entire series, volume 1 to 35. It fits so perfectly on this shelf. Like 34, sorry. It fits so perfectly. Attack on Titan is one of my favorite series, top 5 for sure. I actually like the ending. I know it was controversial though, but yeah, Attack on Titan, dude, so good, masterpiece. Next shelf, we've got Azumanga Daioh. These are volumes 1 to 4. I think these are rare. I think you have to get the omnibus now. I don't know if you can get the singles anymore. And then Beastars 1 to 10. Dude, honestly, sorry, Beastars ain't for me. I bought these 10 volumes, really excited about the series, but dude, I actually don't like it. I might get rid of these. And then below that, we've got my Berserk shelf. I've only got volumes 1 to 11 right now. I don't even know what they're up to. What are they, like 14 or something? I don't know. I gotta catch up, but dude, fantastic. #1 manga all time, and I think everybody can agree with that. Then down here, we've got volumes 1, 2, 3, and what is that, like 29 of Black Butler? And then also right next to it is volume 17 of Black Clover. Those random 2 volumes were sent to me, so that's why I have them. But yeah, I don't know. I don't think I'm really planning on collecting either of those series. And then we've got my first ever manga, Blame or Blum or whatever you want to call it. And we got volumes 1 to 6. Dude, I actually really like this series. It's very interpretive about what it means, and some people don't like that. Understandable, but Blum is so cool. I love it. And then we've got Bleach 1 to 5, and that's probably all I'm gonna get of Bleach. And then of course we've got Blue Period, volumes 1, 2, and 3. And then we've got Chainsaw Man, volumes 1 to 12. This is like a duplicate volume, but we've got volumes 1 to 12 of Chainsaw Man, another one of my favorites. Fantastic manga series. I've not read 12 yet, and I know they're releasing more, but I just haven't gotten around to it yet. But yeah, dude, Chainsaw Man, love that. It's so cool. All right, up next, we've got, okay, dude, I have no idea what these series are. We've got City, like, I don't know. We've got Count Fujiwara's Suffering Crazy Food Truck Volume 2, not even a Volume 1. No idea what those are. These were in the box that were sent to me. And then we've got D. Grayman Volumes 1 to 3. I don't know where I got D. Grayman. It's always been in my collection. I've never read these books, and I have no idea what it is. Like, I've just no clue. And then another one, we have Dead Mount Death Play. Like, what is this even? Yeah, they just look cool, so they're on the shelf, I guess. And then here we've got Death Note Volumes 1 to 6 of the Black editions. And then we've also got the Death Note short stories. The short stories is really good, don't sleep on it. And then right here we've got just Volumes 1 to 3 of Delicious in Dungeon. And then we've got my Steins Gate Kurisu figure. I don't have any Steins Gate manga, so I didn't really know where to put this. But if you think about it, she kind of looks like Light Yagami. So there she is next to the Death Note. You're welcome. You can't unsee it now. And then the next shelf, we have Demon Slayer. I have this Volume 10 out because I think the cover's freaking sick. But yeah, we have all 23 volumes of Demon Slayer. Awesome series, love it. Not caught up with the anime, but I have read all of the manga, and you can check the video of it right there. And then below that, we've got Don't Toy With Me, Miss Nagatoro, volumes 1 to 16. And I think I just heard that this is ending soon, so that's pretty interesting. And then right next to that, we've got Dorohedoro volumes 1 to 10. I think that's only like half the series. And then right next to that, we have a random volume 18 of Dr. Stone, which I just got a really crazy recommendation from Dr. Stone. So I might have to check that one out pretty soon. Below that, we have Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z. Dude, these series like made my channel. I think that's how most people found it. And I've got the box sets, which are stored up top, of course, with Kuririn and the Dragon Ball. In my videos, I was really critical of it, but I actually look back very fondly on Dragon Ball. Very good series. And then the shelf right below that, this is like my most recent purchase. I've got Fire Force, the entire thing. And I guess 34 volumes is kind of the sweet spot because it fits perfectly on the shelf. And that was the same thing with Attack on Titan, the 34 volumes. Fire Force is a series that's very strange. I can't recommend it. It's the most average shonen series I think I've ever watched. I'm watching the anime right now, but I gave up on it. I'm watching season 1 of the anime, and I'm invested in it, although the pacing sucks. And there's a lot of other stuff in the series that just kind of sucks. But I'm invested, and I'm already like into it, and I'm like, okay, I gotta read this story at my own pace. I gotta get through it. And so I bought the entire manga. I want to know what happens, okay? I'm already too deep into it. But I can't recommend the series because it's so average, but I don't know, maybe it'll get better. So anyways, moving on. Next shelf, we've got Fire Punch volumes 1 to 8 by the same guy who made Chainsaw Man. Fire Punch, it's a weird series, but it's actually really good. I really like it. And then Fist of the North Star, volume 1. I would love to read more of Fist of the North Star, but I just haven't gotten around to it yet. And then right next to that, we have Food Wars, volume 4. That's one of the ones that was sent to me, but I actually have seen the anime of Food Wars. Dude, it's not as weird as people say it is, okay? It's actually pretty good. Or at least it was in 2016, I don't know. Next up, we've got Fruits Basket. I've only got volumes 1, but there's the collector edition. And then we've got the Full Metal edition of Full Metal Alchemist, and I've got volumes 1 to 13. I've seen the anime for Full Metal Alchemist, but not the whole thing. They took it off Netflix, and I never continued it. I'm going to go back and read the manga, and that's how I'm going to consume Full Metal Alchemist. I think there's only a few volumes left to collect. And then that's the second shelf. So moving on to the third shelf, we've got Gantz Volume 1, a series I would really like to get more of. And then Gigant Volumes 1 to 3, a series I would not like to get any more of. I can't believe I've done 2 videos on this series, but whatever. And then we've got Golden Kamui Volumes 1 to 11 and Goodnight Punpun Volumes 1 to 7. And then moving on, we've got Haikyuu Volumes 1 to... what's back here? 45. I've got the entire Haikyuu series here. Dude, I love Haikyuu so much, and let me tell you, I love volleyball so much. I'm following the Volleyball Nations League and rooting for the Japan team. It's so much fun, and I'm so excited for the Olympics in July. Bro, dude, don't even get me started on volleyball. Haikyuu started it all. Okay, so all these shelves are sorted alphabetically, except for this one series, Haruka no Receive Volumes 1, 2, and 3. It's basically the incredibly less significant girls beach volleyball version of Haikyuu. If I had sorted that alphabetically, it would have gone like right here on the next shelf, but those kind of fit perfectly there. Based on the covers of this, I'm gonna get asked a lot less questions when it's hidden back there. So there it is. And also, that's probably all I need of that series. I don't think I'll ever read anymore. And then moving on, we've got Happiness. Dude, underrated series. It's a vampire series. Some fantastic art. Like, geez, look at that. Yeah, I mean, the series itself, I mean, the story itself is kind of just like whatever, but dude, the art makes up for it, and it is very interesting. It's a vibe, dude. It's a serious vibe. And then we've got volumes 1 to 11 of I Am a Hero. I still see it everywhere, but I feel like everyone was freaking out that it was out of print. I don't really understand. And then down here, we've got, this is 2 manga that just have way too long names. I was reincarnated as the 7th prince so I could take my time perfecting my magical ability. Wait, didn't they just release an anime of this? Yeah, there's that, and then there's I've been killing slimes for 300 years. I don't know, dude. It's some like freaking isekai. Who cares? And then here we've got Inuyashiki, which is another fantastic series by the same guy who made Gantz. Dude, this is like grandpa superhero. Like, bro, this series is actually, I really like this. This was a lot of fun. Oh, geez. Of course, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Part 1, Part 2, moving on, Part 3, and Part 4, which I'm about to start reading. I'm missing like 2 volumes. I think there's 9 total, and I have up to 7, so I need to get those last 2. Dude, I am having such a fun time with JoJo's right now. I loved Part 3. I just did a video on that, and now I'm about to start Part 4. I'm excited for it. And then the next shelf, we've got Jujutsu Kaisen volume 0 to volume 8. I do not like Jujutsu Kaisen. I'm sorry, I'm gonna say it. I cannot get into this series. Dude, I've tried so many times. I had a really good first impression, but then it lost me. I just don't care about the characters. I don't care about anything that happens. It's trying so hard. I can't believe it's so popular. Then we've got K-On! Which, I can't believe I'm about to say this. I freaking love K-On!, dude. Dude, I'm here hating on Jujutsu Kaisen, but then I'm like, oh, K-On!? Yeah, that's fire. Don't question it, okay? K-On!'s dope. And then we've got Kaiji Gambling Apocalypse. I've got volumes 1 and 2. And then Kaiju number 8, I just have number 1. Then right next to that is Kakegurui, volumes 1, 2, 3, and 4. And even if I continue reading that series, 4 volumes is as much as I will ever buy, because the next volume is a white volume, and then it totally messes up the black-white pattern. And then next up, we've got Knights of Sidonia by the same guy who made Blom. I love his art. I love his art. He struggles with faces, but some freaking dope art. Hey, how's the tour going? Brought your waters in case you needed a break. Don't forget to stay hydrated, and don't forget to subscribe. Okay, enjoy the rest of the tour. And moving on to the next shelf, here is Komi Can't Communicate volumes 1 to 27. I've read past this digitally, but I need to get some more Komi Can't Communicate volumes. And then right next to that, right behind Chamusuke, we've got Konosuba volumes 1, 2, and 3. Season 3 of Konosuba just ended, and I think I've come to the conclusion that Konosuba is literally my favorite anime. It is so funny. I get a kick out of it. The manga, however, kind of sucks, but if you want to read Konosuba, I recommend the light novels. It's a lot better, and the original source material for it. So there you go. But next to that, we've got Mashle, Magic and Muscle. This series started off really strong, but it got really boring really fast, so I kind of lost interest. On the next shelf, we have Master Keaton by Naoki Urasawa. It's by the same guy who made Monster, which we'll get to in a second, but I didn't know this existed. I don't really know what it is, but it got sent to me with a bunch of other volumes, and so I have a random volume 3. And then next to that, we've got Message to Adolf, Part 1 and Part 2, and 9 volumes, including the spinoff of Mob Psycho 100. I really like the series, I just gotta get more of it. And then yeah, we've got Monster, volumes 1 to 9. This is like almost always been in my collection, but yeah, dude, classic story, a lot of reading, but yeah. The next shelf, we have My Dress Up Darling, volumes 1 to 5. Yep, that's all there is to say about that one. And then we've got My Hero Academia, volumes 1 to 28. I'm not caught up, I gotta get more, but I stopped collecting them when I moved, so there we go, 28 volumes. Next shelf is Neon Genesis and my figure of Rei. To be honest, not my favorite series ever. I had a really hard time getting into the manga, and then the anime was good. It was kind of like just good. It was not that remarkable. I cannot believe the series is so iconic. But yeah, it's not bad, I guess. Then I have Nisekoi volumes 1 to 5. And then I've got One Punch Man, volumes 1 to 26. Actually, I think there's more out. I gotta get them. Yeah, and then I've got my One Punch Man figure, and my Fubuki figure is being a bookend, so thank you for that, Fubuki. This is my favorite manga of all time, if anyone's asking. I love One Punch Man, and it's the series that like got me into collecting manga. On the last shelf, we've got Opus, volume... wait, I guess there is just one volume. But we've got Opus, it's a pretty good series. We've got Orange, volumes 1 to 2. Parasite volumes 1 to 8, and Ping Pong volumes 1 to 2, and Planetess volumes 1 and 2. And just a side note, Planetess has one of my favorite manga covers ever. I don't know why. It's just, I love the space vibes. Big fan of space vibes. Then the next shelf, we've got Prison School volumes 1 to 14. I really like the series, probably way more than I should, except for the last volume. The ending really sucks. But the rest of the series I thought was very funny and I really enjoyed it. This is maybe the rarest series I own, RAIAN. Pretty good art. It's by the guy who did Dr. Stone, Boichi. Dope artist. And then down here we've got ReZero volumes, it's chapter 1 and chapter 2, volumes 1, 2, and then 1 to 5. So I guess there's like 7 volumes. I don't know why I own this. The series sucks. I hate ReZero. Sorry to all the Rem and Amelia lovers or fans or whatever you want to call them. Dude, they all suck. The series sucks. I don't know why is the series popular. I don't get it. We've got Record of Ragnarok volume 1, and then Rent a Girlfriend volumes 1 to 5, and then Rooster Fighter volumes 1 to 2. I cannot tell you how I got this series. It just showed up in my collection one day. I don't understand it. Here's Saint Young Men volumes 1 to 5, Solanin, a one-shot by the guy who did Goodnight Punpun, and then the only manhwa I own, Solo Leveling volumes 1 to 3. I'm about to read this and I think I want to do a video on it. On the next shelf, Anya, Spy X Family volumes 1 to 8. Dude, I love this manga and I love the anime. It's so good. And then we've got Star Trek. Dude, Star Trek, I love it. Manga, I love it. Star Trek manga, I don't love it. But hey, what are you going to do about it? We've got Stravaganza, which is just like some random fan service-y medieval story. That's all there is to it. We've got Succubus and Hitman volumes 1. I didn't think this would ever be released in English, but here we are. We've got Teasing Master Takagi-san volumes 1 to 11. And Terraformers volumes 1 and just a random volume 8. Dude, I would love to get more of the series and read it. And then The Great Jahi Will Not Be Defeated. I thought I was really going to like the series, but it ended up being a bust for me. No thanks. Moving on, here we've got what I'm currently reading, actually, The Promised Neverland. I'm at volume 8, which is why it's up here. I was ready for this series to suck, and I actually am loving it right now. It's so cool. It does slow down a little bit, but dude, love this series. And then we've got the quintessential quintuplets and The Way of the House Husband, volumes 1 to 5. Honestly, this is funny at first, but after a while, it does kind of get repetitive. We've got Tokyo Aliens. I don't even know what this is, but it's there. And then Tokyo Revengers, volumes 1 to 2 and 5 and 6. And Toradora, volumes 1 to 9. Classic series. The manga's a bit wordy, but the anime is pretty good. And then down here, we've got Vagabond, volumes 1 to 12. Some of the best artwork in manga. Everybody knows this. And then down here, we've got Vinland Saga, volumes 1 to 9. And we've got The Wolf Children, this big, beautiful omnibus volume. And we've got Wotakoi, volumes 1 to 3, which I would love to read more of. And Zom 100, volume 1 to 5. Okay, my battery's gonna die. I gotta charge my camera.
A few moments later.
So that was 5 shelves of manga. Unfortunately, that's not all of it. Here I've got another shelf, and this one is all of my horror and Japanese manga. So let's take a look at this. All right, starting off, we've got Gyo, Tomie, Uzumaki, Deserter, blah, 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 blah. These are all my Junji Ito manga. Love me some Junji Ito, although I understand it's not for everybody. And then up here we've got Ibitsu. This is a horror one-shot manga. It looks creepy, but to be honest, kind of sucks. And it's kind of weird. I mean, Junji Ito is weird, but this is like sus. And then moving on, we've got Doubt, Judge, and Secret. Another really good Saw / Among Us style mystery whodunit series. I don't know. I really like these, but I don't know. If you read these, it's going to be like, yeah, that was good. Not much to say about him though. And then we've got some Kazuo Umezu manga. We've got Orochi, just the first volume. And then we've got Drifting Classroom volumes 1, 2, and 3. Really good horror manga. And that's all the horror I got. Now moving on to the Japanese volumes. Dude, this shelf is kind of sus. We've got Darling in the Franxx volume 1 to 8. I got these before they released an English version. We've got Gurren Lagann. Oh, this is all out of order. I gotta fix that. Oh wait, no, it's just volume 1. We've got Gurren Lagann in Japanese because I think the English version of this is like good luck finding it. Then we've got Teion again, but the Japanese versions. Classic series, masterpiece at what it does. And then we've got, this is Redo of Healer, or I think the Japanese title is Kaifuku Jujutsu no Yari Naoshi. And then we've got Tarakai Jozu no Motto Takagi-san, which is just Teasing Master Takagi-san, but they're all grown up. Look at that, they have a kid. Spoiler alert, I guess. And then down here, this series is really cool. This is MPD Psycho. It's like multiple personality disorder, psycho crazy dude. Very, very cool artwork. And then over here, we've got a series. This is, dude, I can't remember the name of this series. Like if the anime man didn't like read it and talk about it, the series would have been lost and everyone would have forgotten about it. And maybe they still have. Then we've got SSSS Gridman, freaking Power Ranger robot thingies, mecha anime. We've got the Japanese volume of Succubus and Hitman because I didn't think it would ever be released in English, but here we are. And then we've got the only volume of manga that I purchased on my first trip to Japan. This is Vagabond number 37 because the Viz editions only go up to 36. And then finally here at the bottom shelf, we've got Yotsubato. It's a very chill series, I guess. They do have English versions. However, if you are planning on learning Japanese and using manga to do so, and you want a very easy to read manga, Yotsubato is it. Get the Japanese volumes and get yourself something like this, Essential Kanji, or just use Google Translate or something and learn to read Japanese. This one's gonna be helpful for that. All right, and if you want a quick room tour, here's the room. There's the door, that's how you get in. There's my Chainsaw Man clock. There's my base. There's my Sea of Thieves poster, all the manga. Another Sea of Thieves poster. Here's my setup. Let me know if you guys would like to see a setup tour. I can go a little bit more in detail about the specs of everything. I'm very proud of it. And then over here, we've got like my little entertainment center. It's got my TV and like my DVDs and the crazy sound system. Up here, we've got my pegboard, which has a keyboard, my headphones, and like my Valve Index for VR and stuff like that. And then over here, we've got all my anime figures in this glass case. And the rest of the room is my living area, but honestly, you don't need to see that. It's a mess right now because I don't spend much time there, and this is where I actually spend my time and I want this area to be clean, so I just kind of threw everything else in the other room. And that is all of the manga, not even including the light novels. And I also have like 2 more boxes full of volumes that are just random, and I'm not really that interested in them, so I'm getting rid of them. And yeah, I haven't read everything on my shelves, but listen, there's so much of it. I'll get to it eventually, relax. Let me know what series you think I should read next. All right, see you later.